Hey, hey, hey. What's going on? I'm hearing me from somewhere and I don't know where. Hello? Well, that's annoying. I'm really trying hard now to figure out where this is coming from. Alright, it's not that one. How we doing out there, guys? Found it. Okay, now we can start. How we all feeling? Okay, so we got a few things planned today. First things first, I'm going to be doing the Razer Kiyo Pro Ultra, and we're going to be checking that out and trying to get it all set up and whatnot. Then we're going to go ahead and go through my YouTube channel kind of bit by bit and start working on some updated titles, updated thumbnails, and see what we can do to kind of modernize the channel a bit. I know it's not a new channel or an old channel, I mean, but we can make it look like more of a brand now. But before I was kind of all over the place, and so we're gonna work on that. I'm not feeling this music. We're gonna feel some new music right now. So let's find something. Let's find a good playlist that makes me feel good. What do we want to do? Let's do this. Sure. I can get behind that. Okay, well, without further ado, let's do the first thing and have a look at the new Razer Kiyo Pro. Let's see what it looks like out of the box first off. Oh no, it's frozen. Well, that's not good out of the box. I look awful. What does one do in this scenario? Deactivate it. I'm gonna reactivate it. And that didn't do anything. Oh, is it because I opened it up? No, that shouldn't be it. Okay. We're gonna give it an old unplug and plug back in. So let's go back to the host for a second. So it's actually pretty warm. That's a problem. So we're gonna unplug it, but I wanted to show off, like, look at how thick that bad boy is. I would say that the old Kiyo was probably just, like, probably as thick as this front part right here. And that was it. That was the whole being. Now, if you look too, you can see how big, it's a big boy comparatively. Now, the cool thing is you can also do this. So you can shut the iris completely. Whoop, whoop. Oh, get it. Whoop. Like so. And that should, there we go. Okay. Let's see how that does for us. Okay, so if we go overhead now. There we go. And like clockwork. So this is the camera out of the box right now. It's not too bad. It's pretty good on like detail and quality. You can actually see, I have sleep apnea, so I wear a CPAP machine. You can see the lines from the mask still there. That's embarrassing. But overall quality pretty good. It's blown up just a little bit here. Let's bring it down just a bit more to size. It can do up to 4K 30. It's sitting right now. This is set at 1080 60. But yeah. So if we go now into, we're gonna go and check out the actual application. I'm gonna have to restart the application too, because it's not finding the camera at the moment. So if I stop that, refire up Synapse. It's interesting. It's not finding the camera, but I'm curious if it's not finding the camera because it's on here. So we're going to do something real quick. We're going to go back to the windowed mode here. So you can see now what it's all seeing and available. But if I go ahead and take the AI Coco and deactivate it, will it find the camera? It's not finding the camera at the moment. See, I already went through all this morning to make sure that we weren't going to have this problem. There it is. Okay. So now we can go in. I'm going to enable the preview. Boom. So that's where we're at. I'm going to leave it a little bit more over. But you can see, like, it's a little, like, the color's actually not bad, all things considered, though I think the white balance is a little bit more off than anything else comparatively. Like, if you see the two side by side, like, if I come back over to the overhead and I put the window capture up, so you can see those two things a bit better. Back over here. So we got to mess around a little bit with the stats here. So you got a little bit more of a setup that looks a bit like Elgato's camera hub. Not exactly the same. I still don't understand why they do this with the watermark thing. Cool. Now I have it here. Now I have the Razer watermark. That's something everybody wants on their stream. We're going to go through just some of the silly things. So the mirrored. It's nice to be able to flip around. Let's do that thing. So let's center out here. And I'm going to do that, what is it? That symmetry test that people do. And then we're going to... That's terrifying. Go back. Unmirror those videos. All right, so let's just go through some of the stuff here. So, um, there's an anti-flicker here. I do have it set to 60 hertz just because we are shooting at 60 frames a second, so that made the most sense to me. We're going to check out image presets here. So here's just some. Oh. So this is a default preset, which is a little dark. I'm going to be honest, that's really, like, other than the lighting issue, which we can mess with, that's not too bad. That's a little too warm. I'm going to go with this. Like, if you match the two cameras up right now, really the brightness is the only thing. But I don't think it's the brightness so much as the actual camera. So if I go here, and we go to exposure, let's mess around with it a little bit. So we got 160 shutter speed. Boom. That's like pretty color accurate right there. I'm not gonna lie. Like, what do we think? Let's put these two more side by side now. I didn't really have to do that much to get that going, so that's pretty amazing. Okay. Well, let's go through everything else anyway. So let's do what the auto exposure says. And then the metering is done based on... Ooh, see, doing it based on the face is no good. Which is weird. You would think it would be better. And then we could do some compensation. And we'll just go back to manual. Like, that's good. Okay, zoom. When you're doing the larger resolutions, it won't work. So we're gonna do the more ultra wide version, or the widest it can get. You can do pan and tilt things in here. What's curious right now, so I've got a resolution set. Like, it's not letting me select a bigger resolution than 1080-60 right now, but it can do 4K 30. It can do 1440 30, I believe. So let's just monkey around just a little bit more. So here's just auto quality. We're just gonna mess around a little bit. Oh, okay. That's why. Lens distortion compensation. So I don't think we need that. So now if we go back to the zoom, now we can mess about with it. So if we zoom in a lot, now we can move this around. Like so. I don't... Yeah. Rain! Okay, we should probably go back to the other version. All right, let's go ahead and unzoom this because that's unpleasant. Like so. But you can see there on the corner, like, you can go quite in. So, not necessary. Exposure on manual exposure. So I'm wondering now, like, what setting is on that's keeping me from getting to that 4K? Becomes the question. I made it darker again by changing the white balance. Vibrant. Okay. I do need to bring the brightness up a bit. Why is the brightness not going up with that? All right. So camera. There you go. So this is a dicey, I think the big problem here is just dicey software. It's not reacting to me the way I would otherwise like it to. So if I go back here and I bring brightness down, like, I don't know what it's trying to get out of me here. What do you think? So now we're having another problem though. And I don't know, this isn't like a problem per se, but it's the focus. It's that breathing. Like if I move around a bit too much, it's that. You know what I mean? So what we need to do, or what I like to do, is probably set a manual focus here. So a mode is the standard mode. So you can see it's doing a lot more if it's not looking for the face. Passive and responsive. Like, we can mess around with this a little bit and see if it'll improve. Oh, wow. Oh, that's bad. I think we're going to do the passive version. Yeah. So then our other option is to go manual. But then we're going to have to get pretty specific here, because we're going to have to find just the right point and hope for the depth of field that we want. So now we're not going to have the breathing and stuff like that, which is good. But now how close in can I get? So this isn't bad. I'm still reasonably in focus here, and I'm like here. The camera, I'm touching the camera right now. So that's actually not too shabby in terms of the width of this camera. I mean, it's not as wide, obviously, as my super wide angle, but it's something. Okay. So save. So currently, I can save these settings at any point too to make sure that I've got them. Every time I do anything, it makes the camera more dull though. Do you notice that? Image. Where the hell did it go? Whoa. Okay, I didn't care for that. Let's go back to the exposure. What's happening here? Let's turn the preview off and back on and just see if it's just... Oh. Lordy. So we can see... Alright. Now let's see if we can even fix this, or if this is just an issue with the camera. The auto. The manual. Well, that seems to have fixed it. That's really interesting. Let's see what happens if we go back. Are we going to find something consistent here? That's super interesting. Setting it too high is causing issues, it seems. Alright, so... we're in too dark. Way too bright. I can accept this. So what else do we have in here that we can mess around with a little bit? So like the low light compensation, not going to do anything because we're not in low light. Okay. So that's pretty good. So we're sitting at, it's an 82-degree field of view, which isn't huge by any means. I need to figure out how to get us to the bigger, like to the higher resolutions. Adjust the quality of the camera's captures and processing of the AGP. Okay. But if we're not letting me choose... anything bigger... this is weird. Okay, so... it's because HDR is on? But that shouldn't make a difference. So what setting in this whole thing is preventing me from accessing higher? Oh, it did that thing again. Oh, it's because of the... Alright, so... Alright, well... I'm going to do a little research, it seems. We're going to have to do a little... Razer Kiyo Pro Ultra to 4K. I may just have to go ahead and... why did it go so dark again? This is the frustrating thing about this camera. Okay. The software is very, very buggy, as always, when it comes to these things. Adaptive light sensor. No, it's not even the... yeah, so I'm going to have to go... where's the... I got to grab the instructions. We're actually going to have to read instructions like I'm a peasant. There we go. Okay, we've got it here. Did we lose that? Oh, because I minimized it, didn't I? How high there? Beauty. All right, well, let's just go ahead. I'm gonna go back to host for a minute. If you're in here too, by the way, make sure to drop a like on there. It helps me get seen in the long run. Okay, this is the cable it actually comes with, but that shouldn't make a difference. All right. All right, thank you for choosing Razer. Sure, you guys send it to me for free, but that's fine. I choose you. All right. Setting to 4K. What does one do? Not that I would ever use this in 4K, to be really frank, but... Uh-oh. I think stickers just fell out. Like, these aren't even instructions. Oh, here we go. Literally. It's literally how to plug in the Razer and how to, like, do the angles. It's got nothing to do with using Synapse to change. Okay, we're gonna keep searching here. I'm gonna... Let's see. Does it have to do with my profile? No. Guys. Nope, wrong one. There we go. You frustrate me so, this thing. Alright, so... Now again, this is too bright, but it'll just automatically get dull again. Like, I go all the way up here, and then... Well, maybe we just shoot like this. I am a ghost. Ooh, that's better, because you can see my eyes a bit. I am the White Walker. This is what I actually look like to other people on the beach, by the way. And we get a little bit more realistic. I think that that's doable, given what my face looks like. Okay. So we've gotten there. There's literally nothing in here, and I can't even manually put in the information to say. So if I turn HDR back on, once again, it messes with my exposure. Ooh, I like this. This is like every 80s music video that you've ever seen. I am a robot and going to the store now. It's a store robot. Let's go ahead and not do that. So this is about fixing up the HDR. It's really noisy. We're gonna get rid of the HDR. If I remember where I put it. Yeah, it looks so much better. There we go. Okay, we're back to a base level. So, what do we do now in terms of... Okay, I gotta keep doing the research, man. We're gonna go back to the window here. I'm gonna turn on... Oh. I'm literally like reading other people's thing because I can see in other people's reviews that says 1440p and space preset, aperture. Still not. It's very frustrating. Oh, I wanted to share this with you guys. So tell me if you can see that well enough. So I was just looking, so you can see in their thing, so they're looking at 1440 image resolution, image quality. So it's manual. Do you have to bring it up all the way to the highest quality to be able to do that? HDR was on. Dark room. I'm gonna match all these settings and then see if it'll allow me to do what it wants me, what I'm trying to do here. Oh, this whole thing's darker when it's that mode. Let's turn that off. That gets darker. Okay. All right. So manual, highest quality. That was causing issues before, but we're gonna let it happen for now. Okay, that actually solved a problem there. That's distortion compensation. All right. And that still doesn't offer me what I'm looking for. That frustrates me so. Yeah, let's just go back to the camera. Okay, so now if I go back to the camera and like the HDR genuinely does a terrible job. Like, look at my face right now and look at the, especially in this area right now. Now turn it off. Oh, well, we're having a lot of problems now. We gotta fix a million things again. It's like anytime you change the smallest thing. Go to this. I don't think your noise reduction is garbage. I did ask for vibrant. Gotta make the blues pop. And we're gonna go ahead and see, look at, I went lower, which should have made it darker. So in the effort to get this area, which is very bright right now, like there's no reason that I should be able to see this. Like this should be overexposed. The HDR tried to fix it, but then it got so distorted here, and then it just made me darker. So, I mean, it was lose-lose. And then you can't zoom. All right. Okay, so we fixed a couple problems by using the manual focus, which I am a proponent of. We're gonna have to keep researching. Let's go back to display here. And I don't know why my display is so dark. I need to find a way to work around that, but Kiyo Pro Ultra set to. Okay, so I don't want other people's reviews right now. I don't want to at a glance. Like, there has to be. Device layout. See, so it shows you right here. I'm not crazy. 4K 30, 1440 30. Image resolution 8 megapixel, 8.3 megapixels. Microphone. We're actually, that's something else I want to do, is I want to be able to test this. I want to test the microphone on this because I just think that's a thing we should start doing. Product. So manuals. Okay, let's. User guide. English. We're getting somewhere. Since I've been setting up your. There. So page 8. That's what I want. Okay. Defaults, Synapse. The modules sub-tab displays all the available modules for installation. Streaming tab. Customize. Okay. Oops, somebody named Fuzzy Warrior or something wants to be my friend on Epic. Sounds good to me. It's probably a kid's one. It's probably my nephew. Okay, so shutter speed. So let's find resolution. Higher resolution will result in crisp, clear photos and bigger file size. Yes, I'm aware of how that works. Dynamic range. A lower camera frame rate is expected when this. Oh, okay. So that's another part of that. Okay. Image settings. Settings window. We might not get to that. We might not fix this today. At this point, I'm getting the sense that it should just be working. Alright, well, in the meantime, let's get out of here and let's go back into Synapse. Let's see if there's something else I can do. Like, is there anything else I could be doing right now? Mobile devices. Is this Razer Synapse? That becomes the next question. Which version is this? Because then I'm wondering if that's a part of the problem. I have all this stuff too, but I'm not dealing with this right now. Cancel. Just cancel. Cancel it. Don't save. Accessories. And again, it defaults to a darker version because it keeps defaulting. That's why I'm not saving it. That's fine. I can get behind that. But settings about, yeah, it's 3. Check for any updates. Let's see. I don't know what this does, but let's go ahead and just install it. Oh, you're not seeing this window. That's not helping. There's a Razer Axon beta. I'm just trying to figure out if there's just a piece of the puzzle that I'm missing here. I could be out dancing. The reason I don't dance Lone is because if I did, you'd all have to stop. I would kill the dance. Moreover, destroy the dance. I have moves that you couldn't imagine. I don't know, does it sound like I'm trying to tell the truth? Elaborate. All right, well, one time I was 4 years old and I was at my cousin's wedding. And to give you a little insight, I was wearing a very pink shirt with a silver bow tie because it was the 80s and damn it, that's what we did. We're going to go ahead and skip all this. Okay, that software I just downloaded is meaningless. So that's unfortunate. But anyways, so I was at this party, and I rocked out a couple of moves. My grandma died. Not there, but the way I've kind of broken it out. So I'm an early 80s. I was born in 81. So it's okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, this is what happens. So I do the dance. She died. We can only assume that my dance moves affected just everything. Then, in the following years, all of my other grandparents died. Yes, it was ranging from, 6 to 19 years later. But the bottom line is, I did a dance move and they're all dead. And there's tons of other dead people too, and I can only assume it was because of me just rocking the dance floor. So I've decided to step back from dancing for all of your sakes. I'm afraid now that, I'm really kind of in tune and in one with my body and stuff like that. Like, I could probably, nuke a country with my moves. You don't need it. Okay. You can suggest a few. What are you suggesting moves? Again, I will dominate the moves in such a way that they will transcend time and space. And I don't know. You will be so blown away that you can suggest a few countries. Sure. I mean, I guess this is the right place to get into weird geopolitical stuff. But I did start it, so it's not your fault. All right. See, look at the two side by side. Again, let's bring up the side by side here. Moorish. You can make this camera look good. I just tried to get it sorted out. I'm going crazy. I just want to be able to make it 4K like it says it could do. Which individual thing in here The only thing I could think would be to be able to bring this all the way up, which is going to mess this up. I attempted to use the force. It didn't work. Okay, we'll bring that quality down a bit. So, this is quite frustrating. So, now what we do is we keep researching. So, I actually, you know what? I'm gonna knock it on the head. I'm not dedicating any more of my time to trying to figure out how to make this 4K right now. I think it's not worth your time. It's not worth my time. Let's just monkey around with putting the camera on screen and stuff like that, and I'll try and figure out the 4K thing. You can assume these are two different cameras. So the one now, let's really break this down. So I'm going to turn off the preview of this now, and we're actually going to turn on. I'm going to activate the camera on here. Okay. So the one on your left, the more narrow one, is actually my regular camera. This is the Sony a7 III. This camera is the Razer Kiyo Pro Ultra. Too many names. They just keep adding, rather than come up with a new name. It's like, okay, here's the Kiyo. Here's the Kiyo Pro. Here's the Kiyo Pro Ultra. Then the other one's going to be like the Kiyo Pro Ultra Elite. Then the Kiyo Ultra Pro Elite X, and you're going to have to remember all these things, and it's going to start to become like the nuclear codes, or like, you know what it was when they activated the Winter Soldier. Seems unnecessary. You can have two round cameras that are called different things. It's all right. See, I did try that actually, so let's go do a display thing here. So, yeah, there's actually a little bit more vibrance. Now, keep in mind, I've done some correcting stuff on this one. This one is a more... This one's a little bit more saturated. Like, this is not this green. This side, the left side, is accurate color. This is a little bit more... yeah, just a little bit more saturated, but it's not bad at all. Does the eyes nicely. But yeah, if I go into here, so let me change to my display on overhead. I'm gonna turn the Coco off for a second. And what else did I accidentally? The window capture is still open. So now here's the display. You can see all of the Mi's in it. But we'll go into settings for a second. No, not into settings. I'm gonna go into Coco, and let's see if I go in here. Like, it doesn't. Can I type in different things? Yeah, it doesn't let me type in anything. Oh, or it does. Oh, now I gotta remember what is the proper. Where did my... Oh, that's what... Joeception. Yeah, you're not wrong. Alright. Let's bring it up here. Okay, so we're gonna try 40 by 160. Let's see if it accepts that. I don't think it's happy with that. See, it even device defaults at like a 4x3. Like, yeah, it just goes away. It can't handle that. So, oh, is it because it's also here? Let's try this. 30. Because it can only do 4K 30, so maybe it's messing up there. No. Let's see. 1340. No, it is not taking. Yeah. So we can allow ourselves to go back to this. Yeah. Well, I did the lower frame rate. I went to 30, but you can't go below 30. It's also supposed to be able to do 30 frames at 4K and 1440. So the fact that if I have to go to 24, then the whole thing's moot anyways. I do a 60 frame stream. I don't mind a 30 frame camera, but... Okay, now next thing I did want to do, just while I've got it up here, I'm going to... I want to just test the audio of this. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to... And now I'm just going to talk using this. It might be out of sync because I'm using a separate audio device. But, like, be honest with me, how does this actually sound to you? Now, you're getting the microphone right from here. I'm using NVIDIA's noise removal just because it is very loud around here, and my computer is literally, I'm touching it right over here. So it would pick up a lot of noise, but I'm curious to know how this sounds. Because, I mean, camera mics always tend to sound pretty bad anyways. I can't hear it in here right now. I'm not monitoring any of the sounds from there other than browser stuff. I was going to mention actually to my sister because I know she wanted to check out this camera. All right. So what do we think? It sounds very flat. I was expecting that. Um, that's not really a bad thing. I mean, don't use. Yeah, no, I don't disagree. I wouldn't disagree. Now, that being said, don't use microphones on here. Great example. The new, what's it called? The Elgato Facecam Pro and Facecam. They've removed the microphone completely. Just get it out of there and use that. So now we're going to go back to this. So yeah, why would you bother realistically putting a microphone into your camera when nobody's using it anyways? Especially ones like this. Like I can see just like a, rinky-dink piece of crap. Yeah, that's the thing. Use them for work. You're not buying this one for work. It's $300 Canadian. And that's the same thing with the Facecam Pro or the Facecam or any of those. I just put out a video. You can check that new video out. It's for the Kensington W2050. Yo, CG Magazine is in the house watching me do my work live. I think more accurately that would be my editor/sister signing in under the CGM one instead of her own name, but that's also good. But I want to share my ahoy hoy. But I want to share with you my I knew it. I am not wrong. But I'm gonna bring back up the preview here and show you just kind of what we've been dealing with. So it looks in here. So what we were seeing on my camera versus the other thing, it's a little different. Now, something I think I just realized, which actually we're going to go back. I'm going to undo this. We're going to go back to the overhead. I'm making a lot of moves simultaneously here. You're going to have to keep up with me. I think I accidentally have some filters on this one still. There needs to be. There is. There we go. That's what the problem was. Now, because I was using this for another camera, this camera, I can't get it off of here. Hold on, can I detach it? This was a camera I was working with yesterday. Doing another review. But yeah, I did some color correction on this camera, and but it was attached to the same source, to the same video capture source. So that's why that was happening. Now you can see a really good, like, not gonna lie, the colors are, I think that this is now more color accurate than even the one to my left. Which tells me, because I know I can do better with the one on the left. This is just kind of where I settled because it just looks so much better than everything else I was working with. But like, this is fantastic quality. Look at the blue in the eyes. There is no color correction in this. There's no processing beyond, I'm checking to see if I've got worms. But yeah, there's no like color correction kind of processing or anything like that. So now if we go back to here and we bring this back up. All right, oh, see, now I don't like when you don't have the camera up. I'd like to be able to continue to work on it, to be honest with you, but let's go ahead and we'll just deactivate it again. Whoops. I deactivated the wrong camera. There we go. Okay, let's turn the preview back on. We're gonna get it's not being used by another. I just literally checked to see if it was oh, never mind. Now we try again. Better. Okay. Now, haha, there we go. Now what we got to do is figure out what the F. So like you can see everything that's in here. So anybody who's new, say hi too if you're in there. I mean, if you don't have to, if you don't want to, but yeah, no, if you're new here, by all means, say hello. Take the opportunity, if you haven't already, to hit like on the stream. That would help very much. And if you haven't already, oh no, you can't refuse. And also, if you are so inclined and I haven't already done so, hit the subscribe button. That would be amazing. But anyway, so we can see our things here. So we have the ability to zoom pretty intensely into here. I got 2 likes from you. Lone, that's all good, man. I say man. I don't know why I say man, but that's all good. Happy to have you. Always happy to have you. I'm trying to do more streams here. I'm doing my gaming streams on Miscast Play. You can find links to that anywhere. Actually, even in the description for this video, there's a link to go over there if you want to subscribe there. I'm doing 2 more streams over the next 2 days, I guess. I'm going to be doing one on Thursday, tomorrow. I'm going to do a Hogwarts Legacy stream on there. And then I'm going to do a Lego stream with my son on Friday, because they have a day off school and I wanted to stream. So I had 2 choices: stream with my child or abandon all my children and continue to stream. And I'm still kind of struggling with it. So the processing is the hard part. So we can see here, I still cannot get to the 4K and all that. That bodes badly for a review for them. Legos are fun, you're not wrong. But I'm going to I'm gonna make every effort to reach out to them and get this sorted out, because I don't like giving a bad review because something wasn't right, and I don't know that that's not the case. I mean, their instructions are garbage, and that's its own thing, and the struggle to actually get this to where I want it to be, to have a 4K video, is a whole nother story. That being said, I won't blame them until I have to blame them. So, but yeah. So that's the camera. So here's what we're going to do for the rest of the stream. I want to go through my channels. I'm going to mark some things today for... We're going to go back to this now because we don't really need that. But I'm going to mark some things to be updated for like new thumbnails, new titles, and things like that. We might retitle some of them. I don't think we're going to have time to really dive into doing brand new thumbnails. We might get some images or something like that. But in the meantime, I figure we'll use, for the rest of the stream, we'll use the Razer as our camera, and then just see how people like it. We're going to put it down in the corner. So I'm going to switch back over to my window thing. So you can see me there. I look wonderful, but we're going to turn on the AI Coco. I keep saying the AI Coco because it's labeled as such. Okay, but we're just going to kind of make the same setup here. We're going to shrink her down a bit. I'm just going to... Uh-oh. And then we're just going to cover myself up. Now it's got to actually go over, not under, to be able to do such a thing. There we go. And like you can see, I'll get a little more. There we go. And we're just gonna hide the other one for now because there. Like, this looks like a good ass camera. Like, being really realistic, what are the odds? Oh, dang. What are the odds that you would not know that this was my other camera, or that you would think that this was just another webcam? That's pretty astounding. All right. So now we have to go back to... Yeah, no, I know, black screen. We're getting there. Relax. Okay. Go turn on the display. There. Still having such a problem with my display capture. Is that another problem with filters? Did I like... No. So bring up the brightness. Contra, like... Nothing seems to help with this thing. Yeah, and I have no way to fix it. Like, let me see if I can find a different filter. Yeah, like, I have nothing to bring it back up. And I've tried everything from actually messing with the monitor itself. It's like there's just anything. It is 14 Celsius where I live currently, yes. I got a little creeped out because I'm like, what? But then I realized that you are looking there, which I probably shouldn't have on my stream. So we're going to just go ahead and not to make a big deal out of it, but just to get it out of there. All right, so let's just have a look at the channel now. We're going to go through our videos. So we're going to go all the way back to the beginning for this. So this is my newest one. It's not doing very well right now. I'm not... it's a problem when you do a video on something that's not particularly hot at the moment. So I do recognize that. But, oh, you're far away. Are you, where would you theoretically be? You're Europe, I'm guessing, right? So I want to take through some examples. Yeah, I figured Europe. But I'm in Canada right now, and it's where I am specifically in Canada. It's beautiful. It's been really nice for the last few days. It's very windy today, though. Okay, so I want to take you through kind of the evolution of my thumbnails and things like that, and then I also need to look at some of these titles because, again, this was a learning process. You could look at how different even that is now. So it's the same room, obviously, but I used to actually have to, like, I had a stand-up desk that was on wheels, and I would literally have to wheel it out to about, like, if I comparatively, I was probably about here with the desk in front of me, and that was to keep this out of view. I now have a nice stand-up desk, courtesy of Kalena. And now it's in one spot because I couldn't possibly wheel this thing out. No, nor would I want to. Okay, so these, you can see I did basically the exact same thumbnail twice. And we can do better than that. So those are two I'm gonna have to update. But they've got pretty good, like this one still gets pretty regular views. So I'm sitting at, you know, just under 5,000. Oh, it's freezing there, eh? Well, it's February, so I mean, it's supposed to be, right? But then also you gotta figure, oh, I'm not packing my window mode. There we go. So, yeah, it's supposed to be freezing, and I'm sure we're going to get a few more pretty bad cold snaps before it's all said and done. But, so what I'm going to do is, yeah, I'm gonna update these two. So this was what, like, my first idea of what a thumbnail should be, I guess. And this was a year ago. Like, this is what impresses me. Well, this was, like, last August, so I'm, like, a year and, like, 7 months or whatever it was. 6-7 months. I also did this when you could see how bad I was at design when it came to the arrow. It looks like a Nike swoosh. To edit your video and podcast. I want to have something similar here still, but I just need to do a better version of this. I gotta get myself out of there. I think, like, just the two images, I take those or something similar to them, and then I go from there. Okay, this is my ePost one, so this was my first time taking my own background out and stuff. I just took that picture over there. I did a little bit more work on it. Meh. Like, that needs a little help. Also, the name, these are too long. Like, these are very, very long. See, look at this. Like, this looks like I'm in a bunker. Comparatively. Like, let's just watch a little bit of this. Look at, like, holy crap. This is the old branding. Wow. I'm not happy with this. Little fun fact, the Happy Life Day shirt, I got this copyright claimed from Disney on my t-shirt account. My performance is garbage here, but that's okay. We're gonna forgive that. All right. Okay, so now you see there's a jump and there's a different look here. This thumbnail I did not design. I actually like it. I didn't design it, and I could do a better job now, so I'm gonna actually redesign that one. But yeah, I paid someone on Fiverr for these next 4. I paid someone on Fiverr to do all of these. And so like this one makes me upset because I actually changed the title of this one already, because the title and all the text on the thumbnail were exactly the same. So I changed that. I also probably gonna remove the 1.1 here and just be like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to really kind of work through these to figure out. But the 1.1, it dates it a lot, and I want people, like, I will point out in the video that it's 1.1, but yeah, we gotta figure that out. This is garbage. I don't even know why I used this one, to be honest. I didn't like it then. It doesn't show the microphone. It's just it's an awful picture of me. I don't even remember how they got that picture. Similar to this one, I actually like the look of this one, the style. I'd like a bigger arrow, and I would like a much more prominent microphone. And then same with this one, getting the Razer logos directly on the microphones themselves was really kind of rough. It's not what the microphone looks like, right? So I'll have to mess around with that one a little bit, but this one I did. I'm actually really proud of this video. This was my first vlog that I ever did. And that's my son right there. Here, I gotta point it. Where are they at? See, that's my son. That's Kalena, who is the star of the latest OnePlus commercial, if you look really closely. And then that's the back of my nephew's head, which is the best because I don't have his performance. I don't have any permission to show him on here, so it's just as well that we don't see him. But I was happy with this because I took this photo when I was at that Avengers station, and then to be able to, so I thought that was a really good. It was you. See, you're the star of so many videos. But I was really proud of this photo. The only thing is I've gotten better now learning that about like doing some color adjustments and like some curve adjustments and things like that to make the photo pop a little bit more. You can see like all of these photos of me were on a crappy camera. Like I was using, what was I using then? Oh, I was using this camera, but I didn't know how to set it up right. And I was using the kit lens at this point. So I had bad lighting. It was just, the whole thing was just bad. I was in a dim room. I had this little square light that was like this big, and that was everything that was lighting me. So not great. This is more along the lines of stuff that I want to do. I would like to change this a bit too, just because this picture just looks like a color corrected version of this picture when there's supposed to be 2 different cameras. I'm proud of this thumbnail, but this isn't a gaming channel anymore. Hey, I'm wearing the same shirt. I am the best dad ever. So yeah, so that's, again, I need to make myself pop a little bit more if I'm going to do something like that, but I was really happy with how that one turned out. Then we get into some things. Again, this one, Rocat, I need to update. Like, a lot of these just need to be updated. It's the pictures of me are garbage, and if I even need the pictures of me anymore on some of these too. Oh, I won't get a copyright strike again. The reason that I got a copyright strike on the other one is because I was selling that shirt. I designed that shirt. But obviously, I didn't think anybody was going to come after me from the picture that came from the holiday special, but Disney decided to do so. This shirt was a Father's Day present that they sold. So I think they'll be okay with this. Yeah. Hey, no, it is what it is. I took a chance. I wouldn't have just taken something like outright, like a picture of Luke Skywalker. I'm like, nobody's gonna give a crap from Lumpy and Itchy and things like that from the holiday special, and I was wrong. So yeah, so you can see like all of these. So my camera's starting to get a little bit better here. But again, my lighting, if this was during the day and this was at night, and you can really see the difference. This is what kills me. Look at the picture of me here on this Razer one. Just while we're looking at, they love them some Chewie, and they love Chewie's family that they never spoke of again. So yeah, like look at this right now, like this Razer thumbnail. I made this. The face I'm making is awful. The photoshopping is pretty bad. You can see some lumps that I took out of my head. I let this go, but I got better at the arrow. You notice I did get better at the arrow, and I'm better at it now. I know how to do that thanks to Sam Woodhull, who, is he still streaming right now? Probably not, eh? Nah, he's not. But, yeah, Sam's great. Like I owe so much to Sam. He's done. Yeah, I had to jump off his stream before he finished, but I knew he wasn't feeling well too, so I wasn't sure how long he was gonna go anyways. But I owe so much to him in terms of improving my content and knowing, like, learning about doing thumbnails and things like that. And yeah, he's a fantastic human being. I get to talk to him a lot now too. But yeah, anyways, so this thumbnail, couldn't hate more. But this is what I don't really want to mess with this one. This is consistently one of my biggest videos. Every month I still do a ton of business on this one. So this video is about a year old. Like, I know the first videos were about a year and 6-7 months, whatever it is. And this one still does like about 1,000 videos a month, or 1,000 views a month. So I have to keep that in mind. You did? Oh, wow. That's cool. Well, I really appreciate that. That's awesome to hear. I'll tell you something that's really interesting. This is my only real claim to fame that I work with, but I am the reason that, and I've had this confirmed by multiple people from that side. I am actually the reason that Harris and the Senpai team took down and reposted their video, because I discovered what they didn't. And this is not their fault, by the way. This was 100% Razer's fault. This is, again, Razer does not communicate well when it comes to their, like, this is their instructions for the camera that we're using right now. There is 0 instructions except how to plug it in and how to screw it onto a tripod. Well, Harris is a good reviewer, but I think he's tired of things like webcams and things like that, unless something dramatic, unless he hears that something dramatic is going to happen with it, like it's a big leap or something. That's why he jumped on the Facecam Pro and stuff. Oh, and the mics too. Again, if it's just a USB mic, it's a USB mic, it's a USB mic, unless it has a whole bunch of other stuff to go with it, right? But that particular microphone, and you would know, you have to talk into the top of it because it's a dynamic microphone, but it's shaped like a condenser. So everybody was talking into it like this, which is wrong. So it sounded weak. It sounded awful. Oh, see, that's awesome. I have so many mics here. I'm actually, once I have my permanent desk at place at work, I'm going to be doing the same thing. I'm going to be bringing a mic over there and stuff. But so after that video came out, and we both launched our video at the same time. I think his came out like 10-15 minutes after mine. And I messaged, or I put in the comments, I'm like, yo, like, hey, I made this discovery. And then within like 20 minutes, the video was gone. And maybe about 40 minutes later, it came back. And they inserted a chunk where he's like, oh, you have to talk into this. And it actually sounds a lot better. So that happened. And I was like, oh, I wonder if they saw my thing or whatever. And then I was in their chat, and one of their mods, and Scott, who is their editor for at least now, I don't want to go into details out of school on him, but yeah, I believe he is leaving Senpai as well. But yeah, they had to get to work and pop that back in. So that is my big claim to fame, is the channel that I watched, you know, more than anybody else. Like more than I watched anybody else. I helped them fix the video, so I felt pretty good about that. But yeah, like I said, I might even just take this video, or take this exact thumbnail, and just overlay a better picture of myself on it. Just because, like, it looks like I'm confused, which isn't great. And again, it's like this one, it's little tweaks here. You know, something I would like to do in this one is make that Elgato big. I wish that it wouldn't always go to the preview when I'm trying to point things out. But the Elgato sign, I'd like to have that bigger, a little more transparent and behind on the perfect. I think that would be good. The Fifine one, I don't really like it. The Elgato Wave XLR, I would like to do a better version of that. I need to take my own picture of the XLR, angle it the way I want, and do that though, but I think that's better. This one got color corrected. So this is another 3 that I paid Fiverr to do, because I hated my designs so badly and I just didn't have time to redesign them at the time. I was so over color corrected there. Like, you could see my eyes are like turquoise, and it's harder because you're seeing a darker screen, which I gotta figure that out. But yeah, like, my eyes are super, super bright there, and I don't really care for that. I don't mind this one, the being brand loyal, but it doesn't point out the fact that I'm using more than just that camera. I'm also using the mic, and I believe I also unboxed their version, their audio interface, which its name is escaping me right now. Something else I'm trying to get out of now. Like, I'm reviewing every mic, and I like reviewing cool looking mics and whatever. I need to be mindful of ones like these because they don't get a lot of views, and I think that's hurting me. Oh, the Nexus, that's the one I was trying to think of earlier. There it is. What else do we got? So the money mistakes, I might get rid of this one altogether, to be honest. I think I want to redo this one because, like, I was beyond a no, but I wasn't even a partner when this came out. So I think I'm going to just get rid of that one altogether. Knock it on the head. And I now do I do a column for CGM called Dear Content Creators. Go check out cgmagonline.com and you can go find any of those. And I think that what the kind of messages I was trying to do here and here. Oh my God, that was an awful shot. I think I'm doing it better now, and I think that I can speak better now, and I can like better on the camera and stuff like that. So I might just get rid of these two altogether and then remake them. I'm really proud of this one. It's not a great thumbnail, or it's not a great photo, but I actually had to take multiple pictures of myself and layer them together because I never had a picture where everything was in focus. So like, yeah, so like I had the picture of me in focus, but then I took another one where the camera and that was in focus, and I layered them together, and I think that it worked really well. The only spot where I don't really like is where the glow is at like the bottom. I can't really, again, it keeps going to preview, but that was that. And then the videos that made me are my beacon videos. I don't think I'm gonna mess with these at all. I really like this thumbnail, actually. I really like that one. I like this one. I might redo this one. Like, it's good, but I could do better. And then the same with this one. Like, they just don't pop. This one's a little bit more vibrant than this one, but I need them both to be like, boom. So I may redo those. I want to redo both of these, like, exact same idea, but just better. Like this one, I really I'm proud of this one, particularly the Twitch alert one. But oh, I like this. I'm happy with this video too. This is one of the first like tricks that I showed somebody that I didn't learn elsewhere. I just kind of did it myself, and it was like, hey guys, use this. This one I may also just get rid of and replace because my setup is completely different again. So we'll see about that. Yeah, but you can see, like, I started getting into a style here. This is actually kind of ripping off the Senpai thing. They're doing a lot of that right now, and I think I gotta redo those to get out of those. This is where I could not be prouder. This is my all-time favorite thumbnail I did. I actually had my channel looked at by Sam, and when he was going through, he pointed this out too. He said this is one of his favorite thumbnails, and the microphone's fantastic. It was really good. The views do not reflect how good. Oh, you remember that, eh? Yeah. But yeah, the views do not reflect how good this thumbnail is, and actually how good the mic is in the video and stuff. I got better with B-roll and stuff like that. I get better and better as it goes on. I think maybe I need to rethink the title. I'm actually gonna monkey around a bit with the AI stuff. I don't like to use it too much, just because I like the process for myself of learning how to actually physically do it, right? And so I'm trying really hard to train that part of my brain a bit better. And if I find myself just kind of defaulting to whatever AI says and stuff, I don't think that that's in my best interest right now. So you get these ones. I was happy with this one. Again, a better picture could be in order. And I think that's the case for most of them. I wasn't lighting myself well enough, and then I wasn't doing enough work. You thought I joined his content clinic team? No, I'm actually I'm on a Discord with Sam and a bunch of other people, like Bob Duck and Weave and Dez and a few other people. Alan is there, and Knackers is there, and and we're just like bouncing ideas off of each other and giving feedback and learning. Loco's there as well. But we're kind of all learning from each other now. And I think that he's trying to find a group, so like he's not always having to kind of workshop everything on his streams, you know, because he's like he gets value out of that, but he's also trying to make sure that he's not like tiring people of that too. Like he likes taking people through the process more than, hey, what do you guys think about this? So, which I can appreciate. So again, a couple of crappy ones ripping off that kind of like that light leak kind of look. Sleepy boy, how we doing? Welcome aboard. We're just we're judging all of the ugly faces I've put on my thumbnails over time. Welcome, stay a while. So yeah, I'm completely over this light leak kind of fake thing. I need to find a better way of dealing with that. Although I do like this one a little bit better than I like this one, even though I did more work with the arrows and stuff like that, which I'm happy with that. Like I'm happy with what I did with the text and all that, but I liked the gradient that I did on this one. So I don't know. I need to find a balance, but I gotta get rid of those leaks altogether. Then I was pretty happy with the next handful. Uh-oh. We're gonna ignore that. I loved this one that I did. I'm got to change the title though. I'm happy with the title and thumbnail on this one. They got views. I think that this probably could have done better, especially considering how well my Rodecaster tutorial is. I still get a lot of views on this, and I get a lot of love for this. I got a really nice note about this today, actually, if I look in my thing. See? I get a very nice comment on that today. Going back up. This is garbage. We're going to redo that one for sure. I liked this one because I'm screaming. I'm literally screaming at it so you can see, because this microphone, which I have back here, actually, I'm going to go get it. I love this microphone. I promised myself I was going to use it more on stream. But I really like this one because it's a fun, nice microphone. I think I'm going to use it more for shorts. And I'm going to keep this up and I'm going to hold it and talk into it and stuff, and it'll be like my handheld microphone. But it has like the bouncing levels and stuff like that when it's plugged in. I really enjoy it very much. And I had fun making that video, despite the fact like that's one that nobody really knew anything about. I'd like to reach out to them actually and see if they got anything else for me to look at, because I thought that was one of the most creative things, and like the wood grain look on it and stuff like that. As I liked all that very much. This was me. This was a desperation video that I made. If we're being really honest, I might actually get rid of it. Because it's A, super short, and B, I didn't get the camera to review it. But I gave the DJ, thank you. Mucho gusto. So yeah, this one, I gave the DJI Action 2 a pretty bad review because it overheated. Like, it overheated to the point where I burned my hand touching it. And so, not great. But this one was apparently supposed to fix a lot of the issues, and I was really keen on getting one of the cameras to give it another shot. And I made this video in hopes that they would, you know, become aware of it and maybe send me one, because I was talking about my enthusiasm about it and stuff. You know, this is just me being honest. I was just really trying to get this camera, but it didn't work out. This one was okay. I did a Filmora thing. I actually have another one, Film Clips, I think it's called. No, Flex Clip. I'm doing a review for their software. That's like the online software thing. We're going to be doing that pretty soon. I really enjoyed, again, my Rode X. Again, these views don't represent what I thought. Like, I really like that look with the kind of silhouetted microphones in the background and all that. I was happy with that. This one's okay. This thumbnail. I want to retitle it for sure, though. I loved my Shure MV7 thumbnail. I originally had a different one. I had a what was it? I had another thumbnail where it had the words "the white noir" written on it, and it was in like a black and white kind of thing that like it blended in really well, but I was not getting much action on this video, and when I got rid of all that and changed this, it actually started to boost a little bit. Not a lot, because the video had already been at, or the mic had already been out for a while. So that was that. This one's still doing really well for me, actually, right now. Again, I can do better with this photo, but I think I'm just going to leave that one alone. But you can see certain ones hit, and the big reason... So this one, I need to work on this thumbnail for sure. I need to... This one's just not going to do well. I'm not even going to bother messing with it, because nobody cares about this thing. I got it for free to review, so I reviewed it. But, I'm really happy with this one. And you can see again the views come when the tech is timely as well, because like you can almost tell if I scrolled down and gave you a choice, you would almost be able to tell which one things I released closer to release date or more so on embargo. Whereas some things I just got later, just because like they wanted to make sure obviously bigger creators and stuff got their hands on it first, which is fair. Don't get me wrong, but like, you know, when I did this stuff, I got the Rode stuff was all on embargo. The Razer Stream controller was on embargo, which again, it's just the loop deck, but that's when they disagree with me, but that's the truth. The Beacon stuff was embargo. The Procast was embargo. Rode X was embargo. The NT USB Plus was embargo. So, and you can see there's lots of there's lots of views that go with those things. What else do we got? This one didn't do a ton of business. I was really proud of this video. I want to show the beginning of this. Oops. Watch, like... Like, I'm not a graphic design guy, and that was a really cheap way of doing most of what I did. Like, that was using Affinity Photo and DaVinci Resolve and just, like, moving things around. But I was really proud with how that turned out. But yeah. What else we got? This one, again, not a lot of views, but I'm happy with that. Thank you. Yeah, I was just really happy with that one, and like I can do better. Like if I worked more at that, I could do better at that, but I'm just not. I haven't. I just haven't been doing that. This one I liked too. This is a short video. I didn't realize it was going to be this short when I shot it. But that's on me. It was, I was hoping to make a 10-minute vlog out of this, and then when I shot it all, I was like, there really wasn't that much to it, was there? I need to learn how to elaborate and stuff like that, and I want my videos to sit around the 8 to 11 minute mark, ideally. And that hasn't been happening lately. But again, like a webcam like this, there's not a lot to say. It's a plug and play webcam. I don't like the things that I don't like about webcams. I do like that it's a good price, you know, very simple things like that. So, I'm going to probably spend less time on doing videos like that. More time on brands that are either new brands or big brands. And like creative. I did this one because it was creative, and I was like, well, we know creative. Rode, I'll do anything Rode because they are very kind to me, and to CGM and all that. They always, they've liked almost every one of my videos that I've done. They've retweeted all of my posts. They're very good at engagement with creators, and so I appreciate them a lot. I'll do anything that they do. I know the people at Beacon have things around the corner too, and I've got a pretty good relationship with Craig there, as well as the people at CGM, and that's where I get most of my stuff through is CGM. They have a very good relationship with them now too, so we'll see how that goes. But I've got what, like 20 something minutes left. I got almost 40 minutes left if I really want to stretch it out. But let's look at some titles first. So we're going to manage videos. Welcome to my creator studio. And we're going to go right to the end. And we're just going to look at some ones that switch around. Here's a little behind the scenes. I've unlisted all of these, but I was actually trying, when I started this channel initially, I was trying to like talk about like movie things and stuff like that. I was going to do a series of all of the different like Star Wars movies and pick out all the things that I liked and didn't like about them and stuff, just because it was that argument of these movies are perfect and these movies are garbage and blah blah blah. So I was like, no, there's good and bad in every single one of these. That was the plan, and I abandoned it pretty quickly, as you can see. All right, so the first thing we want to do is these title sizes are gigantic. So I think, so Road Connect and Elgato Wavelength, like basically we can get rid of all of this immediately. We want to keep everything under 50 ideally, right? So it's Elgato, the next wavelength. Oh yeah, I could probably also stand to blow this back up now. Okay, so you know what? Maybe we go to the overhead version, and then we're gonna just make this a little bit bigger for you guys. Overhead cam, and then oh. There we go. If anybody knows, by the way, what I'm doing wrong, that my display captures so dark, I'm all ears. Anywho, okay, so is Road Connect the next Elgato Wavelength? This is a dated thing because obviously Elgato Wavelength was the only thing around. So, how do we break this one down? So obviously we're talking about wavelength, we're talking about Road Connect. Which one is the best? Road Connect's the new one. I don't want everyone to be like, is this killer? because that's also garbage. I know it's very clickbaity and stuff like that, and I that's not really where I went in this video, so I don't want to go down that road. All right. Yeah, I'm still here. Caps. I'm doing this until probably about 3:15. And then yeah, you can come over whenever. All right, so is Rode Connect XL. Let's, just for the sake of argument, let's try ChatGPT. Just out of curiosity. ChatGPT Plus is available in Canada. I'm not paying for anything. No offense. All right. Go back in here. So let us say, write 10 YouTube video titles for a video connect, and it is challenging Elgato wavelength link. Limit to 50 characters and order in order of clickability. So I just want to show you guys what this actually does. See, these are great. These are legitimately great. But this is exactly what I'm trying to avoid right now, is I'm trying very hard to avoid just being so solely focused on this. I want to be able to think of these. I want to be able to train my brain to think of ones as good. So I don't really, the ultimate showdown. The Versus is good though. Rode Connect review, best alternative to Elgato Wavelength. That's pretty good too. But I want the Elgato Wavelength and Rode Connect to be close together. Rode Connect should start this. But I don't really deal with which is better for you. Game changer for streamers and content creators. Yes. Is Rode Connect a future of audio streaming? Wavelength comparison. That's too, yeah, I'm not too happy with that one. Rode Connect versus Unlimited Wavelength, battle for audio supremacy. Ooh, I like that one. The final countdown. Well, what really kind of sucks is that since this video came out, Razer came out with streaming software, and Rode X came out, and Rode X is a superior software to most of these, and Beacon on top of that, right? Like, so this is a world, and think about that for just a second. It has only been like just a shade over a year, and these were your only options for like mixing software. You know, and I'm not saying like software that was also for a mixer, like GoXLR had software. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about like the software where all of your stuff comes in. You could talk about, God, what's the name of the stupid one? Yeah, I can't even remember the name of it. Starts with a V I don't know. But like this was like where it was at for everybody, right? And that's unfortunate. So we've ultimate audio. Virtual cables was part of it. What was the name of the mixing software? God damn, I can't remember it. No. Road Connect, the new rival for Elgato. Again, the new this new thing is what's I'm getting rid of. So which one should you choose? Not really. Ultimate Battle for Audio Supremacy. I like. What do you guys think? I'm asking chat now. I'm putting you guys to work. Road Connect versus Elgato Wavelength, Battle for Audio Supremacy, or Road Connect versus Elgato Wavelength, The Ultimate Showdown. Yeah, see, I actually tried using that software. You like number 6, Battle for Audio Supremacy. Hey guys, you just named one of my videos. I think you're right. Let's get in there. 65. I did ask it to limit to 50 characters. 42. Kalina, you're no help. Whatever. It's better than it was. It was 90 something before. There, we'll try that out for a little bit, and we'll see if this gets any traction. It shouldn't. 42 isn't it? Sometimes Lone puts you on blast. I gotta get rid of a lot of this stuff too. I was using that Mercury by Stream Elements thing in here. Look at my old sub goal. I was trying to get this. I'm almost double my old sub goal now. This is another thing too. I really would like to get my Discord. Like, I've not put any real effort into cultivating a Discord community, like actually bringing people in. I would love very much to bring people in. If you're interested in joining my Discord, I'm pretty sure it's in the description. Am I lying? I could be lying too. That's also possible. Why does it not show that I'm live? We're still live. Ah, that was terrifying. Oh, my Discord's not in there. Crap. I will get my Discord added to this, and I'll put it to my thing, but I would love for you guys to join my Discord. I want to have like proper conversations there, and I get a lot of questions in my comments and stuff like that. I really don't want that to be the place where I manage such things. It's just too hard to deal with. Like, I'm managing. Yeah, where's the link? I gotta find the link now. Dang. This link should work. I'm gonna put it in chat. Try it. Excellent. Okay. Superb. But yeah, I'm gonna try. I want to really try and kind of like put things in there. I want to talk about like obscure stuff, because there's a lot of tech people out there, and there's a lot of like, and there are people who just do it better than me too. Like, I don't want my place to be a place where you go for, you know, things that you would go to Sam for, right? Like, that's, I'm not as good at that as he is. I don't want to be. I just want to talk about content stuff. You know, it's like, oh, I got this new thing, or I got the update to the new software, and I liked this, and all that kind of thing. That's what I want mine to be. I'm still, I think I got a little reshaping to do, but that's kind of where I want to start. Oh, is this going to take me? Okay. Loop Deck Live is a Stream Deck we're replaced. I'm gonna kind of keep that one because you can see that one has good views. So I think that one's good. Edit your video. I like this title too. I'm gonna hang on to this one. EPOS between streaming microphone. Big night from big name. I don't think not enough people know EPOS for me to say that. So what do I want to do? Oh, I also have to look. I'm expecting a new Ooh, Antlion, the microphone company, retweeted about my going live. So if you came here from Antlion, let me know, because I'll let them know that their influence on my life is complete. But yeah, anyways, I'm waiting for a new modem today. I finally got gigabit internet coming, and it's supposed to show up at some point. I don't know. Let's see how it holds up. Okay, so what are we going to do for this one? Oh, no problem. You don't. It's all good. If you're ever trying to identify yourself and just be like, when you're introducing yourself, just say, "Hey, it's me." But that's something I'm gonna really push for. You're gonna see all of my videos are gonna have the Discord on there from now on. I would like to build a place where people can kind of go and chat and do all of that sort of thing. It's nice to have a place to go. It'd be a nice place to kind of go vibe and just talk about stuff too. Like if I'm just like unboxing things or something like that too. I'm not always going to do that on stream, but I might go do that on the Discord and just kind of, you know, have a little hang with people. Does they? I don't know. What am I saying? It's such a long name too, which doesn't help. The EPOS B20 streaming microphone. Maybe if I just say EPOS B20, I don't think that all this is necessary. Does the EPOS B20? How about that? I like that. The EPOS B20 beat streaming standards. I support this. I'm gonna go with that. We're giving these a shot. I'm making note of which ones I'm changing titles and thumbnails for, and I want to see if I get a boost in performance. This is just entirely too long. OBS Studio, building simple scenes. Dipping your toes. So I think we're just gonna start here. I'm just gonna how to this one's just simple. I was doing way too much like trying to learn about like SEO and like I think I was trying to hack the system back then, you know what I mean? And it's not it's a lot simpler than that. There we go. Well, I got an idea for this one. Okay, so we're at 59. Thanks, Kalena. I'll meet you downstairs with that case. if you would like. I'll come downstairs at around 20 after 3 and I'll be there when you get here. Thank you. All right. Oh, this is another thing too. I got in trouble from Kalena. Yeah, that's probably true. But it's all about the road branding too. So we're gonna use the proper, I can't remember what the name of that O is, or that accent, but we're gonna use it. What do we think about that? Does Rode's new software make their hardware obsolete? Because it's a question, because it doesn't make their hardware obsolete. I have the Rodecaster Pro 2. It's worth a shot. I'll try it out. Again, it's a little shorter than the other one. Doesn't date it too much. I think for my next stream, I'm gonna take like a few of these thumbnails and I'll just like dedicate to those thumbnails. There. Here we'll go USB mics instead of microphones. There you go. I think that's much better. I'm really happy because I have completely different setups for my streams. My Miscast Play stream, it's 1080 because there's gaming and stuff and there's a lot of moving parts that can sometimes muck up the system. But I could do this one in 1440. It just looks nicer. And it's so smooth. I've dropped in the whole stream, I've dropped 31 frames, which is nothing. All right, considering there's been over, 450,000 frames. All right, so I'm happy with that one. USB mic. Too many letters with the... I can do microphone here. I have the space. And that's not clickbait. I do believe that. It's a fantastic budget microphone. The HyperX Quadcast one. Okay, I'm going to remove the MiscastJoe from it. Nobody's searching me. I'm not big enough for that, where people are like, where's the MiscastJoe content? And then to use that for SEO. So that'll be something I get rid of a lot. I no longer need shorts in these titles. I know I don't really need to be changing these. Yeah, I'm not going to go through all those right now. But again, these were all gaming things, right? And I don't game on this one anymore, but... I like this title. I think I need to update the thumbnail for this one. But I like that title. Again, this one is a gigantic title. OBS Tutorial Part 2, blah, 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 blah. So... Yes. Studio. Oops. Studio. Display. Window versus... Yeah, there's so much going on there. How do I encapsulate all of this stuff into a short? Also, hey, a typo. The first word in my description is a typo. Cool. That's great. Okay. What about grouping sources, inserting scenes? Yeah, exactly. They're gonna think it's my Canadian accent. Why in for like? That's not even a thing. That's more of a Forrest Gump accent. Transitions. All right, you. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to wrap up stream in just a few minutes. Okay. Sorry, I've got deliveries and people coming over and dropping things off and blah blah blah, and that's all going to be happening very shortly. Yeah, oh, absolutely. Thank you so much for doing that. Good to see you, and yeah, we'll catch you very soon. I'm going to rename this one, and then we're going to start wrapping up streams. So, okay, so using and controlling sources. That's probably... There we go. That's probably a good way to put that. There we go. Okay, I think we're gonna wrap that. Awesome. I think this has been a very productive and successful stream. So thank you guys very much for coming to hang out. If you haven't already and you go out and you would like to do so, you can hit the like on this. It will, again, it just helps the channel in general, as far as getting recommended and things like that. And if you have not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell. Do that stuff too. I've got more videos coming. I've got over to the side here. I've got what, 1, 2, 3. It's like there's like 3 or 4 pieces of gear over there. There's another piece of gear here. It's a lot of cool stuff that I've got coming up, and I've got a few kind of opinion things and stuff like that we're going to be working on, and a couple of just fun little tutorials and things like that. Some that are going to be in shorts and otherwise, but yeah, lots to come. So We will catch you guys next time. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to try and get another stream in next week. If you want to see more streaming, both Thursday and Friday, youtube.com/@MiscastPlay. The link is in the description. Take care, Lone. Yeah, you can check there and hit the bell and see when I get and be notified when I go live those 2 days. It'll be probably around the 12 to 1 time like it was today. So that's it for now. Peace.